Hey everybody, it's been 2 weeks, so it's time for another Taiji development log update. So I'm Matthew Van Devender, and Taiji is a open world puzzle game that's sort of following in the footsteps of The Witness. So if that seems interesting to you, there's a link in the description to find out more about it. So what have I been doing for the past 2 weeks? Well, mostly I've still been working on Endgame stuff, so the kind of end of the game puzzles and things like that need to be designed. That's all still in very early stages as far as coming together. But, you know, I've come up with some interesting puzzles there. I just think that, you know, this is kind of always the problem when you have a complicated idea that you can't quite prototype without doing the technical work to implement it. You're never quite sure whether you're going to find something super interesting there once you get done with that tech work. I still think there's potential there, but I also think I'm going to kind of have to use the stuff that I've made in a little bit of a more creative way than maybe I initially thought. I don't want to talk about it too much just because it's sort of, well, there's two reasons. One is that if I keep kind of hammering on this point of the end game puzzles without really talking about it in detail, it sort of hypes it up beyond a point past which I can't deliver. I'm not trying to say that it's going to be the greatest thing ever. I just think there's potential there. You know, this is sort of the thing that happened with No Man's Sky, where they kind of had to talk about the game a lot when it wasn't even really a game yet, because it got so much hype off of this kind of concept trailer that they were showing that first year at E3 or whatever. So, point being, I don't want to overhype it. And then the other thing is it just kind of gets annoying to talk about stuff that I can't really talk about in detail every time or every week. So that leads into kind of the other thing, which is that I've been doing business stuff, which I also can't really talk about due to like non-disclosure agreements and stuff. But one thing I definitely realized is that when you're dealing with any kind of business, I don't know, products, if you got to pay for things that are business related, you know, companies really like to price gouge you as a business, because I guess they assume you're made of money, even though like the business is just me. But in any case, so that's been kind of irritating thing that I've been having to deal with. Besides that. On a lighter note, I have, you know, testers have been still continuing to make their way through the game, some of them, and I've had, you know, I don't know for sure, but this is the first time I've actually talked with a playtester who's kind of seen some of the later game stuff, and so it's been nice to actually have somebody to talk with about it, because I do kind of have to keep some parts of the game secret before release, so I can't just like talk with everybody about it. Plus, you know, playtesting things kind of, for a puzzle game, it requires that you not spoil the person to actually get any kind of information from them, right? Anything useful. You can't tell whether or not a puzzle works if you tell somebody what the solution is. So it's been nice to kind of look at that, and I've had to make some tweaks to things here and there. But there's nothing really there I can talk about either. It's sort of been the theme for the past couple of months, so I apologize that there's so little for me to really talk about. And unfortunately this week I don't really have a topic of the week planned, so this is just a quick update on the stuff that I'm doing. I'll leave you off with here's a little screenshot of something that I made some improvements to that you won't have seen anywhere else except here. And I'll leave it up to your imagination to determine why I made these improvements. In any case, check out some of the other videos that have topics of the week if you haven't. Last week I think I talked about, well, there's one I talked about marketing, and then there's another one I talked about, I don't know. Anyway, I can't keep up with what I do every week, but check out some of those videos if you want a little bit more. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not and you want to keep up with development of the game. That's an easy way to do it. And of course, you can wishlist the game on Steam. Until 2 weeks from now, I will see you all around.